Hello, I'm Pam Carruthers of healingstars.com. This is the chart. It's the new moon, the Leo new moon, set for London, 28th of July. And this chart, I use the whole signs to represent the signs. You can see here's Leo, fire, moon, sun, Mercury, 3 planets in Leo. Also Aries, fire, Jupiter and Chiron. And Jupiter is just going, S means just going retrograde for the next few months. And if you look down here, you'll see the elements. The fire is really strong. Earth is also good. Water, emotions, yes. But there's a lack of air, which is interesting. It's very low. There's a strong fixed element as well. If you look at these modes, again, mutable. Mutable means flexible, basically. And air is all about communication. Now, we have, I've been talking about it for a while, this Mars, North Node and Uranus in Taurus. And Mars joins exactly on August the 1st. Now, this is a rare conjunction. Mars will join Uranus every 2 years approximately, but not with the node, North Node of the Moon. And it's really, really rare. So it's 1855 this last occurred in Taurus. The South Node in Scorpio. One good description I read the other day: overcome your distrust of change. You might have had past life and the feeling is of being cheated. So the South Node is always about letting go, and Scorpio especially is to do with the energy of Mars along with Pluto. So this is really significant. Uranus and Mars together, very, very unpredictable, very ungrounded, accident prone, rushing, not looking, or crossing the road without looking, all those kind of things that when we're unbalanced, we can fall down, we can have an accident. And this is extremely important. If you notice, Mercury up here is 18 degrees exactly squaring that nodal axis. Mercury moves fast, so it won't be there for like a week or gone, but certainly Mars is the trigger. Now, Jupiter going retrograde, you can't really see it, it's not the strongest connection here. However, the Sun and Moon are in a trine to Jupiter. That's a positive flow of energy. And Jupiter is all about our faith in the future, being optimistic. And the other very important trine from Mercury is to Chiron. So healing wounds Chiron is all about healing wounds, and it is now retrograde as well. All planets apart from the Sun and Moon go retrograde. The big planets go retrograde every year. Venus won't go, it's 18 months, and Mars is roughly every 2 years. So now we also have Venus in the emotional sign of Cancer, very caring. That is also in a good relationship, that little sextile it's called, to Mars. So the comfort and security and home and family are all to do with the sign of Cancer. Venus just means caring, caring for oneself and one's family. And of course, Taurus is all about the earth, to be out in the open air, to hug a tree if you feel called to do so, but to notice the beauty around you, because that's what Taurus is. It's governed by Venus. Now, the other important factor here is Neptune is in a very nice position at the moment, because it's in its own sign. That's another sextile to Pluto. That's more to do with generations. It's not really a personal thing unless you have a planet in your chart at 25 degrees or 27, 26. And also significant at the new moon is if you have a planet at 18 degrees. Now, one description, of course, of Mars and Uranus, it can be genius. It's very exciting, and also it can mean a personal breakthrough. And I've been going through quite a time, I'm sure everyone else, well, many people, let's just say everyone, but also looking at I've got so many books, and so what has been leaping out to me, and one book is to do with Ask and It Is Given, and it's by Esther and Jerry Hicks. It's the teachings of Abraham, and also Wayne Dyer. I have 2 books by Wayne Dyer. I did meet him personally, and he gave me his birth chart, which was rather lovely of him, and The Power of Intention. Now, the power of intention, of manifesting, and I've done workshops on manifesting, and I'm pretty good at certain things about manifesting, but there's always a but. If we don't believe in what we want to manifest, if we get caught in old patterns, then nothing will come of it. And one thing that I know I'm pretty good at is when you imagine what you want, what you desire is there, and how you feel about it. My gift of manifesting is getting good bedrooms wherever I have stayed in the past. Workshops, I always get the best bedroom, see? It's not even worth tossing for it. I know I'll get it. So there's that part of me that is already there. I say, yeah, it's going to happen. Now, one thing that Wayne Dyer talks about, and also David Hawkins, is raising your vibration. I believe that we've been suffering very much with the pandemic, the COVID pandemic, over the last 2 years. It's kept us isolated, it's kept us in fear, kept us hermit, locking ourselves away, which we were meant to do. And this is very low vibration. Is fear, grief is another one down there, and despondency, despair, all of those. And I've also got a wonderful booklet which is all about the Bach flower remedies, and that drive, that will to live, the root chakra, can be remedied with certain Bach flowers. I'll describe them more in detail in my newsletter. But certainly to raise our vibration, to me, is really, really important right now. Now, going back to the Sun and Moon in Leo, fire sign, fire ignites, fire is passion, fire is enthusiasm, fire always goes upward. And fortunately here in the UK at the moment, we've got some really good weather, and people are going out, they are celebrating. We've had so many big celebrations in this country. So it's heart-centered. How do you feel when I say that? So is your heart open? Is your heart broken? Is there past heartbreaks that are still lingering? It's a time when Mercury is in that lovely conjunction, it is conjunct the new moon, but very widely. But when it's looking at Chiron, that's very much about, Chiron in Aries is about going head first, having courage, being brave, and taking risks. I always think of Aries as the fireman, or doesn't have to be a fireman, but whoever, a burning building, the person just goes in. They don't think about it, they don't rationalize it, they just do it. And that's a huge force for good. And especially now, as I said, to be aware of your vibration. And David Hawkins talks very much about when, one of us just raises that vibration, the effect it has on so many other people. So I'm leaving you with that thought. And also on my website, I have reproduced a post I did quite a few years ago now on fear. So take a look at my website. It's I say so myself, it's a pretty good post. And thank you for watching. Pam Carruthers of healingstars.com.